We had a nice unseasonably warm day in January, and I thought I would feature my dad's Jeep. This Jeep is locally famous. Everybody knows it, everybody recognizes it, and I think more people know this Jeep than know me. But this is my dad, and say hi.
Hi.
He's had this Jeep since what, 1993?
Probably.
Yeah, he got it military surplus. It's a civilian Jeep that was bought by the Navy, and the Navy used it for shore patrol. But it's a pretty neat vehicle. It's got a few neat features, and we'd like to give you a tour of it. This Jeep had 23,000 original miles on it when he got it, and in the last 28 years, he's got 130 some on it now, 133, something like that. But it is pretty neat. It's got a few things you don't normally see. One thing that stands out are these steel wire ring headlight guards. These were apparently done by the motor pool. They were on it then, they're still on it. Of course, the stencil right there, which is, they originally had it painted over, but it's so weathered off that the remains of the vinyl lasted longer than the remains of the paint. Got a factory steel hardtop. These are not very common. They're so uncommon that I actually called a place that sold Jeep parts, a Jeep junkyard, and asked for a part for it one time, and the guy told me they never made such a thing. And then I heard him kind of conference, off the phone there for just a second with another guy at the counter who said no, they did indeed make such a thing, but this is a factory steel hardtop. Does have a fair amount of rust. It was a shore patrol vehicle. It had almost this much rust when it had 23,000 miles, and was only 13 years old. It's an 80 model, but I didn't mention that. It is, the top is all glass. It has a pintle hook because they, of course, pulled military trailers with it. And it has those big rig style taillights like all Jeeps have. Provision for the spare tire there on the quarter panel. Has, of course, the AMC 20 rear end and Tremec 176 4-speed. Inside, it's about as Spartan as you expect for a Jeep. Don't know what the ammo can's doing, but serves a purpose. In here, you'll see the data plate, and has a Dana 300 transfer case, I believe. There's an old accident report, I guess how they were supposed to report stuff. An old directive for conserving fuel. And when this was built, there was a 55-mile-an-hour national speed limit. Of course, regular Jeep gauges and everything, and yeah. Oh yeah, there's the Jeep special equipment. Did put some seat covers in here a few years ago, but the seats actually are in great shape. They're just covered over with those seat covers, but they're tan. Still remains of some Navy stenciling on it. Let's pop the hood and show them the engine. I like the prop rod. It's kind of funny. People who work on Hondas know that the prop rods always fall out of those cars. This one never has, so apparently they got it right 20 years before, and Honda still can't get it right. What you'd expect to see under here. It's a 258 inline six. The top half has a fresh coat of AMC's turquoise because, what was it, about 4 years ago, something like that, you had it overheated and had a valve hang open on it. So the top half of the engine is 4 years old. Has the Carter carburetor. Runs good. Really does run nice and smooth. And you know, you can tell it's been pretty well maintained. AMC, a lot of people will use the term all makes combined for good reason. It has a Ford style solenoid switch, Ford starter. It has a GM style key switch. AMC did use a lot of things from other makers, but it's a happy vehicle. He's had it a long time, driven it a lot, been really dependable. You know, other than having a heater hose pop and the valve hang open and running over a pair of pliers and getting a flat tire, which is a really freak thing. Other than things like that, this vehicle's been really good to him. Well, I hope you like the Jeep. If you see it running around town, make sure to wave and say hi.